Hello there, my name's David. My dad John was diagnosed with heart failure a few months ago. The doctor at the hospital told him that one of his chambers in his heart wasn't pumping as it should and was failing. We was all really frightened. For the next 2 weeks he was in hospital because he needed oxygen. I mean, he was so short breath and he could hardly walk. Anyway, he was in and out of hospital a few times after that with bad chest and breathing problems. And it was then that the doctor told us on the last visit that he had a atrial fibrillation. You know, when the heart flutters and doesn't beat normally. Anyway, the doctor sat us down and explained that Dad's condition wasn't curable, but there were tablets that could help him with his heart. And to be honest, at that point that my dad's life started to go downhill. You know, he was too frightened to do anything or too much of things in case it tampered with his heart and made his breathing bad. I mean, he said he felt worthless and he had no interest in life anymore. This whole heart failure thing has started to get to him and take over his life. And it started affecting my mum's life as well. I mean, he started to get a bit short-tempered with the family, and that was nothing like him at all. Anyway, when he was diagnosed, we had a heart failure nurse come to the house. Now, she was there to review him, look at his tablets, and talk to him about his condition. I mean, it was fantastic. You see, it was at one of these home visits that she started to tell him about this new service that had been set up. Care navigation, I think she called it. You see, it meant that there was equipment at Dad's home that would be able to monitor his condition. And it could also be monitored remotely, you know, Big Brother style looking at you. But she was really good. She explained to him that he'll be able to control his condition with the help and support of the nurses from the telehealth centre, Care Navigation. It all seemed promising, so my dad said he'll give it a go. Anyway, he started taking his tablets at 9 o'clock every day, and at 10 o'clock he'd use the monitor. This would monitor his pulse and his blood pressure. Then at that point he'd weigh himself. The scales themselves were actually connected to the phone line, because it's very important with heart failure that he loses the correct amount of fluids every day. Now, the information is then sent over to the nurses and they collaborate it, and if there's any issues, then they'll give him a call and give him a bit of advice. I mean, it's been fantastic. It's seen a new lease of life for me, Dad. He now realises that he can manage his situation, that he can look after his heart failure. But you see, it's not all about that. He's been able to look after his depression as well. Notice when the signs are there and what to do. I mean, this Care Navigation nurses, they're fantastic. They're always on the end of the phone for him. And you know what? That gives us all a great peace of mind.